Well, negotiations, right? Politics.
And we're out of time. So you.
Hey, y'all, gravity. Any day above ground, live it. Hope you're having a somewhat prosperous start to your day. I would say it's a good day, but, you know, we're still reeling from that Marcellus Williams execution yesterday. But we got to persevere, family, because, again, we know it's a war, and it's a war against people that are on code, that are melanated. And they don't like us, so it's all right. But I saw something else on the timeline yesterday that I know it's probably not. I'm probably not the person to talk about it, but I just find it funny that I don't understand why Black people are so scared of whoever wins the White House. We've seen this game, some of us, for 15 presidencies, all the way down to this could be your first time voting. For most folks, this is probably your third or fourth or fifth time doing this. You swear that you are so in tune with nature and you're so in tune with what's going on out here. You know the playbook, and you're still shocked when you open the book. You still haven't figured out that politicians say things just to say things. You haven't figured this out. Let me help you.
Let me tell you something, man. You see a thing named police, politician. Me not trust none of them boy, the road boy. Remember.
Did you catch that? I hope you did. And it's funny because today we're going to talk about someone that's connected to cops, in a sense. A lawyer decided yesterday on X to quote tweet somebody talking about Trump and his plan of putting military on American cities to curb this illegal immigration problem. And her response was just baffling to a lot of folks because, as you saw in the thumbnail, she said that, yes, he's going to carry out these mass deportations, but he's also going to do it to Black Americans. And we know in this current climate of delineation, that could mean anybody if you're looking at it through the mainstream. But I'm going to let y'all decide that. But before we start, as I didn't do last night, we'll do it today. Let's see who's in the building. Jerry Bedford, hello. Wallow J, hello. Gamers Den, hello. Brooklyn Queen 125, hello. And thank you. Yes, please share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Brother Torian Rain, hello. Gamers Den, hello. Lehman Lucas, hello. Corey Green, hello. Cosmo Fury, hello. Miss Nisi, hello. Wrestling Reads, good morning. DSB, good morning. Mamas too, good morning. Jordan Henley, good morning. Reparations Nation, good morning. Maximum 347, good morning. Tammy Dorsey, good morning. DSA 1, good morning. Brittany Williams, good morning. Daughter of the Most High, good morning. Charles Gibson, good morning. For those who haven't said anything in the live chat or the comments, good morning. I don't know if I forgot if I didn't say Eddie Foster, but if I did, good morning. Okay. Let's do what we do before we start.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose, such as criticism, commenting, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, education, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
All right. So as customary with this channel, and you know this, we had to do some history. So I said, okay, let me see where this whole started from. So I found this tweet from Robert Reich. And he took a screenshot, or probably took it from somebody else, a screenshot from what Trump put on True Social, his app. So it says, President Trump, today I am announcing a new plan to end all sanctuary cities in North Carolina and across the country. As soon as I take office, we will immediately surge federal law enforcement to every city that is failing to turn over criminal aliens. I will ask Congress to pass a law outlawing sanctuary cities nationwide, and we will bring down the full weight of the federal government on any jurisdiction that refuses to cooperate with ICE and Border Patrol. Okay. Number one, you can't turn the military on its own people. There's a provision for that. You guys can go look this up. Number two, this is a state's problem. You're the same man who wanted Roe v. Wade to be brought back to the states, but now you want to use federal forces to handle a state problem. You're kind of contradicting yourself. But this is Trump. He don't know what he's saying. He's looking for emotional voters, and those are not the most reliable. But okay. So then this person named Wesley Clark chimed in with a quote tweet and said, one more time for those not paying attention. Trump's plan to mass deport millions using federal forces means that nobody is seeing a lawyer, which means they can deport anyone, even citizens whose family have been here hundreds of years, and make them stateless, including you. Okay. Again, as much as y'all want to land-base the cousins for asking for reparations, they legitimately have a foundation based on historical records that the government also has. So, yeah, they're not going to be deported. Since you want to say all citizens that have been here hundreds of years. How many hundreds are we talking? Because according to the cousins, they've been here for over 500. No, some have said they were here almost 500 years. The prevailing thought is usually about 400. Well, this year it'd be 405. But all right. Now we get to the show. So Larrie Daniel Favors, Esquire. She's in, I believe she said she's in, not an immigration lawyer. What's the other one? Let me look real fast. Racial justice attorney. That's what it was. Racial justice attorney. We'll blow it up a little bit. She's a racial justice attorney. All right. She said, Black Americans, this means us too. Now, this went viral. Yes, it did. And myself, along with a lot of FBA, ADOS, Freedmen, we kind of scratched our heads like, that doesn't make sense. But all right. So this was the thread I participated in. So this person named Harvey Wallbanger said, this is pretty dumb. Birth certs and social security cards exist. Shaking my head. I think higher of an ESQ. So I had to remind him, no shade, that they give social security numbers to non-citizens, which is true. You can go look this up. They give them social security numbers when they file for asylum. This is why they're able to get benefits. So then he asked, birth certificates too? I'm aware that socials are given to green card holders, not birth certs, but then a transgender can now have the sex change on the birth certificate. Favors is clearly more worried about the illegal aliens because she clearly parrots blue. So then I said, that's where the kids come in, the anchor baby stuff. He said, I don't believe in that anchor baby-ish. Send back the illegal children too, simple. So I said, I feel you, but that's the current loophole they exploit, which we all know they've done this before. So then he said, one that needs to be alleviated. And if we on that was the way many Black women got by getting knocked up by them Africans in the 70s and 80s, laugh out loud. No shade, I got several cousins this way. So then I said, yeah, I say close the whole system for 5 to 10 years and clean it up. Then they responded with, the fact that the current Dem candidate was charged with the border and we didn't hear from her at all until mid-2022, early 2023 says a lot. Biden rolled back EOs for the border immediately. I'm guessing this is when he got in, and didn't replace them until June of this year. Indefensible yet. Okay. So this person came in and said, people have been mistakenly deported while having these things before. So Harvey then said, produce the percentages, especially Black Americans. Where exactly did they send them? Where's the evidence of this? So then she chimed in with this. Think high enough of yourself to do. Think high. I guess she meant highly enough of yourself to learn things before you post. Someone such as yourself, this is easily proven to be incorrect. This easily proven to be incorrect is not someone whose opinion matters to me. Consider this freebie as my charity to your lost mental cause. Okay. So she puts up this link. Now I heard about this story years ago. Somebody was mistakenly sent to Jamaica because for some technicality. I forgot exactly what it was. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay. I believe no, that's not it. That was another one. No, that's about them in Britain. That's not what I want. Let me see. Where is it? Okay, I think it's this one. Okay. So this says, man claims he was wrongfully detained, almost deported despite being a U.S. citizen. Okay. A Florida man is suing the top cop in the top pause. Top cop in the Florida Keys, claiming the sheriff wrongly arrested him on a federal immigration hold. Peter Sean Brown said he was 3 days away from being deported to Jamaica, even though he was born in Philadelphia. He blames Monroe County Sheriff Rick Ramsey. It was a very powerless situation, Brown said, outside the federal courthouse in downtown Miami. As a citizen, you don't think it is really possible because that's everything against what we are raised to believe that our country stands for. The saga dates back to 2018 when Brown, who was on probation from a previous arrest, failed a drug test and reported to the Monroe County Jail on a probation violation. Brown assumed he would be quickly released, but was told the Monroe County Sheriff's Office that he was going to remain jailed after the office received an immigration detainer for him from U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Brown learned he would be deported to Jamaica, a country he visited once on a cruise. Brown repeatedly asserted he was a U.S. citizen born in Philadelphia and raised in New Jersey and claimed they had the wrong guy. Claims that were ignored by jail officers. A 19-page complaint against Monroe County jailers accused staffers of mocking him, telling him in a Jamaican accent that everything was going to be all right. He also claims officers sang him the theme song to the TV show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which includes the lyrics West Philadelphia, born and raised. The complaint alleges officers told Brown that they didn't care about what evidence he had to prove his citizenship because if ICE wanted to deport him, they would oblige. After spending weeks in lockup with several appeals ignored, Brown was transferred to an ICE facility in Miami. It was there an immigration officer agreed to look at his birth certificate and realized he was a U.S. citizen. Clarendon Monroe County Sheriff's Office is responsible, said A.J. Hernandez Anderson with the Southern Poverty Law Center. She's representing Brown along with lawyers from the ACLU. They didn't do anything based on Mr. Brown's statements and explanations that he was a U.S. citizen, Hernandez Anderson said. Ramsey's attorney explained that local law enforcement agencies only need 3 immigration documents, including a warrant and a removal order, to hold an inmate on an ICE detainer. When you have those 3 things present, there is no law that requires you to investigate further, attorney Andrew Jolly told the judge. Jolly, who was representing Sheriff Ramsey, told the judge ICE had bad information and the sheriff had nothing to do with it. Well, he held him, so he's complicit. Brown's lawyer argued that the sheriff didn't even take one step to look into the misidentification, and holding him for ICE was a violation of the U.S. Constitution's 4th Amendment, protecting against unreasonable searches and seizures. Brown said the 3rd ICE agent he came in contact with listened to his story and started the ball rolling on clearing up the misidentification. The matter came to a speedy end when a picture of Brown's birth certificate was sent to ICE officials. I would never have thought that I was going to be 3 days from deportation to an area I went on a cruise once. Okay. Lady, Miss Lawyer, come here. You literally proved my man's point. If you have an official U.S. birth certificate, how the hell are they going to deport you if you were born here? You know what they're talking about. If you're saying what Trump is going to do is true, you know who the naturalized citizens are. They know that. Again, they're not going to deport people whose family has blood in this soil, who built this nation. They have records. And he asked a very important question. Where are they going to deport them to? Where y'all going? Hey, black cousins, where y'all going to go? Y'all pick a country, because you know how they always say that y'all going to go back to Africa. Pick a country. Where y'all going? Correct. PC would get deported as well, especially the PC, if they're saying what Trump is going to do. The PC that only been here about 100 years, 120 years, they gone. Wrestling Reed said Liberia. Shit. Well, that is technically a U.S. territory, so why not? You come back and forth. It's easy. Says she's staying in West Virginia. All right. Somebody said birth certificates and social security cards aren't even enough to get a passport anymore. You need several types of ID to get a passport. Black Americans need to get passports. They don't even accept birth certificates for traveling to the Caribbean anymore. I generally agree with this assessment of Black Americans as lacking passports is an issue, but part of that is economic, though they have programs. I mean, getting a passport is only like $179. Shit, some of y'all spend that on Jordans. Come on, we're not gonna do that. You gotta make travel appealing to folk. You know what we miss, family? We miss the days. I know some of you younger cats won't know about this. We used to have travel agencies in the hood, and they always used to have travel destinations of places that are desirable. They would have Jamaica in the window. They would have Panama in the window. They'd even have cruise ships going to goddamn Australia. And they tell you, hey, we have low prices. Come on in. Why would Trump deport Black Americans? Because he thinks y'all are illegal. There was another thread I got to show y'all. I got into it with her. So there you go, brother Beadzilla. He said, no, it absolutely does not include American citizens. By what leap of logic did you think this up? With a stupid low IQ take, Black Americans are the ones who aren't immigrants. You DA, log off for the day. Native Son say use a lie, F out of here. They go Eric. He said no. Black Voltron Reloaded said, please STFU and stop lying. Where are you gonna deport me? From Oakland, California back to New Orleans, Louisiana. I mean, we've got a serious N-word babbling pandemic. Every time you silly tellers open your mouth, you lose respect and credibility. First of all, this has nothing to do with us. And secondly, you're not a Black American. You're an Afro-Jamaican American. Why can't y'all be proud of who you are? And this is where my interest sparked. Because I looked at this name and I was like, I've never heard of a Black American with this name. Oh, by the way, her name is Larrie, not Lurie. Because I first thought it was Lurie. But then she said on her bio page, it's L like Marie. It's like Marie with an L. So her name is Larrie Daniel Favors. And I was like, wait a minute, you're Jamaican? It kind of makes sense. But let me look. How did shout out? Yeah, I tell you, Black women stay on it, boy. Here you go. My mom gets her citizenship today. Y'all, the intensity of the relief I feel in this moment cannot be put into words. Where is she originally from? Jamaica. That's nasty work. How you get caught in real time? She didn't even bother to delete it. And she got the flags in there too. You did all this shilling. Oh, by the way, she is a command me shill, but it makes sense now.
I prayed for this and it happened.
Nasty work. All right, where's that thread I had? Because me and her got into it. Maybe she deleted it. Let me look. Let me go to notifications. Let's see. That's Harvey's. That's Harvey's. Where is it? Shit. No. Damn it. Because then I said something to the effect of, oh, here we go. Y'all got to see this. Okay, so here. Larrie and I were having a good conversation. So when I said clean up the whole system and shut it down for 5 to 10 years, he said, agreed. I have zero issue with legal immigration. What we've experienced over the last 4 years was just simply treasonous. And Lurie's initial statement was said in a way to make Black Americans fear deportation, like we're supposed to be scared based on isolated incidents. And I said, she forgets the Black American cousins have guns. They have hands. They have numbers when you're on code. Then she said, I guarantee you could have an arsenal full of every weapon and ammunition you could dream of. The American military, National Guard, police departments have more. This is a foolish and utterly unserious line of discussion. Okay. You a lawyer, you don't know this. Ma'am. Oh, madam. So that's why they're scared to come to the hood without the FBI, madam? When the last time y'all seen a jurisdiction like NYPD do a raid by themselves? They may have the quantity. The cousins got the quality. Maybe you forgot that. So then I said, why haven't they gone after the white supremacist militias in the western states or in Ohio or upstate New York? Why are they so hell-bent on talking about taking legal guns if they have enough to subjugate us? And then I said, number 3, isn't there a law that states the military can't be turned on its own? I meant citizens, but I don't know why the fuck it wrote Cortana damn phone in its borders. Then Harvey came back and said, this could, that can be surmounted by calling it humanitarian efforts. Also see the National Guard. So I told him the Pentagon and Congress would have to change their responsibility statutes then. So it says the National Guard is a unique branch of the U.S. military that has both state and federal responsibilities. The Guard routinely responds to domestic emergencies such as natural disasters, and civil unrest, and it supports military operations overseas. They're not about to change the National Guard. The military ain't gonna allow it, and Congress ain't gonna vote on it because you got unless they change it. But presently constructed right now, they never go for that. Because then a lot of them politicians are going to have the National Guard knocking on their door telling them, you got to go. You got dual citizenship, you got to go. You got to pick one and renounce the other one. Now make your choice right now. So according to this lawyer, she wants the Gestapo. I'm sorry, you two, for saying that word. You want the Gestapo and camo. Sorry to the veterans. And those are the actively serving. I'm not calling y'all the Gestapo. I'm just trying to illustrate a point here. You want the Gestapo and camo to come outside and go knock on people's door, tell them, hey, we looked up your records and you're a naturalized citizen. You got to go. Or you're going to tell, because that would be a great visual, right? The National Guard at a politician's door to arrest them. Bruh. All right. Then he said, I didn't see this, but he said, this proves what I'm saying. Almost anything can be labeled civil unrest. I'm a vet. I'm well aware of the reach and the gray areas. National Guard do basic training with the Army. Shout out to you. But again, they can't call that civil unrest. You arresting folk for being here legally. That's it. You would have to declare that a riot. That ain't gonna work. Then he said that she blocked them. It's so unfortunate when I see sisters blindly blue, which doesn't mean be red. Using a portion of Kamala that could be considered black to rile up the ladies is diabolical work. Laugh out loud. They're using our sisters constantly. So there's that. So then I said, okay, let me go look at the website. She got a link tree, so we got to the website. Let's look at the website.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in.
All right, so that's her. We'll back up a little bit. That's her. Now she's on Sirius XM. She does Urban View, their channel over there. I'm guessing that's the lefty side because they have XM Patriot. That's the conservative side. I think that's where what's her name? Was it Karen Hunter or Karen Civil? One of them. They got a show over there. Whatever. I think Joe Madison was on there before his untimely passing. But anyway, so it says Larrie Daniel Favors, attorney, activist, speaker. So we got the septum ring. Okay. So I looked at this picture and I was like, there ain't no way she from this soil. I was like, I see it in her face. I see the Caribbean. But all right. The Lurie Daniel, we don't care about that. A fierce racial justice attorney, advocate, author, nonprofit leader, and dynamic speaker. Okay. She focuses daily on the messy intersections of race, gender, culture, identity, politics, and the law. Drawn on her extensive expertise as a racial justice attorney, advocate, educator, author, and dynamic public speaker, Lurie uses the live call-in program to tackle these subjects and more. Her captivating conversations and interviews with a wide range of guests and contributors allow her to empower her audience to learn how to be better people who build better communities and shape a better world. The LDF show airs live weekdays from 10 to 12 on Sirius. Well. So you are live right now, aren't you, madam? Well. Isn't that something? Huh. I just so happen to have an account. I just so happen to remember it. I just so happen to want to play your show right now and listen to how you talk. I don't know if I could do it on the phone. No, you know what? What am I doing? I could just do it off the phone. What am I doing? I was trying to get it on this. I could just do it on the phone. Okay. Let's listen to old Larrie.
It also includes Black Americans. Now, I posted this on Twitter, and I said,
We
Black
made
Americans
it.
means us too. Like, to me, that was completely
Right in there.
Non-controversial. Black Americans are included in this group. When people like Donald Trump said they're going to invade our police system and that they are going to take over the police functions and that they're going to round people up, that also includes Black Americans. Now, unbeknownst to me, because I don't play on Twitter that much. Unbeknownst to me, apparently, by using the phrase Black Americans, I sent out a signal to the Alphabet Gang. So
the Alphabet Gang. Yeah.
Yesterday.
She don't play on Twitter, but she knows about the Alphabet Gang. Here we go.
But it's like got 700 comments underneath them.
Mm-hmm.
I said Black Americans, this means us too. Now, first of all, some of them took issue because they don't technically think I'm a Black American because my mom's Jamaican. I cared not one twat what they think about that. But so I was like, why
that's literally the definition of you not being Black American.
Do we not know that the fugitive slave laws?
What about your daddy? What's your daddy?
Plessy versus Ferguson, Dred Scott. Do we not realize that we have a history in this country where white people will give us rights and then snatch them back anytime they feel
How
like
white
it?
people gonna do that, man?
And
you a whole lawyer.
Lineage back generations that you're not going to be wrapped up, tied up, and tangled up in this. And
they would have done it already.
Also have examples of people, Black Americans, who ain't got no connection to any other country but this one, being arrested and held in detention. Yes, we do actually.
Okay, man. Do you know how? Does she not know how familiar the name Peter Brown is?
He himself was arrested. He was held for weeks in detention because they assumed he was from Jamaica. He was telling them, I ain't never been to Jamaica. He said, I went to Jamaica one time on a cruise. I'm multi-generation.
That was a bad example.
Nothing to do with no other country. And yet he was held for weeks.
That's a bad example.
Decided to listen to him and look at his birth certificate. So I did not know this was going to be a controversial thing. But it is a controversial thing because, and one of the reasons it's controversial is because I then found out one of the leaders of the Alphabet Gang, whose name rhymes with Tariq Tlaib.
There you go.
Do with that what you will.
There you go.
I was like, oh, so you put out the SWAT signal, not the bat signal. You put out the SWAT signal. So now it all began.
Tariq had nothing to do with this. I didn't even see him on that thread.
And I was
what the hell?
LJ Williams told me not to be petty and feed the trolls. I fed some trolls, and so this is not what's happening. But this idea of mass deportation only being limited to people who cannot prove they are American citizens. is foolish. And I need us to be mindful of that because Donald Trump right now, according to The Guardian, is planning to unleash the largest mass deportation of undocumented migrants in history if he wins re-election. But what we know from every single time America has engaged in some sort of mass deportation is that Americans also end up getting deported. There was an entire operation called Operation Insert Slur of Mexican People. It starts with wet and it ends with another word, but there was an entire operation.
You're on serious. You might as well say it.
Not only rounded up people who were undocumented, but they sent home they excommunicated and deported tens of thousands of American citizens as well. And so there is this nativist thread that is driving through our discourse in a way, and it's usually just online, but I'm starting to see it even in real life when we're hearing from people in our communities talking about immigrants and migrants as if
she's on satellite radio speaking French.
As if you are not also going to get caught up in these sorts of efforts. And so when we think about the fugitive slave laws, when we think about
now she's talking about the fugitive slave laws. You hear this?
Mass expulsions of people, whether it's the indigenous people who they literally.
Who is we? Who is we?
You've got people right now arguing amongst themselves in my mentions because again, the thread I muted it, so I'm not even paying attention to it. But you have people who are now to the tune of 700 some odd comments arguing amongst themselves about the fact that my lineage goes back 5 generations.
You're the one that wrote it,
Detroit. Baby, they will deport your ass to the detention center and leave you there. And
no, they would have done it already.
I don't understand where this willingness.
Oh my God, lady, they would have done it already. They had multiple opportunities to do what you're suggesting Trump is doing, gonna do.
To have this whole conversation about how you should wrap up immigrants and send them away, and I'm puzzled.
That's not what they said.
Do you honestly think? Even if you are anti-immigrant, that's your right to be. You ain't got to be, you can be as anti-immigrant as you want to. But do you honestly think that it's not going to include you?
No.
Do you honestly think that they are going to allow you, if they wrap you up and they say, well, you look Haitian to me, you look Dominican to me.
Oh my God.
Puerto Rican to me, even though Puerto Ricans are, I say Puerto Rican, like Clay Kane says, it cracks me up every time. You know, Puerto Ricans are American citizens, whether they want to be or not. And there's a debate about whether they want to be. But do you honestly think that this brother who was in Philadelphia, black man, who was caught by ICE, born in Philadelphia, and then I have people saying, I couldn't open the article that you posted, but he was a tether. He wasn't one of us. He not like us.
I thought you don't play on Twitter that much.
He's a native born American.
Hold on. I thought, wait a minute. She said, no, this is not a Trump. No, this is not a Trump channel.
In Philadelphia.
No.
On April 5th, he just turned in, he gave his fingerprints as a part of a routine booking procedure. He was arrested for something nominal, but he was like minding his own Black American business. He was on probation violation because he tested positive for marijuana.
Okay.
And he was minding his own business. And he spent weeks behind bars battling the immigration system, even though he was a native born American.
They could have had it confused. He can go sue. What's the problem?
Born to Americans from America, born in Philadelphia, grew up in New Jersey, had a Florida's driver's license, documentation that could only be secured by people who are citizens in this country. He says, I am and I always have been a citizen of the United States. And it didn't matter. None of it mattered. And the reality is when they catch you, and they're doing mass deportations when they're doing, and before you even get to the deportations, when they're doing mass roundups of people, what are you going to say to the rabidly angry predominantly white office military force that's banging on your door, talking about open up? You think they're going to let you call your mama to get your original birth certificate so you can have her send you a screenshot of it so you can hold it up to them before they snatch your ass and throw you into jail along with everybody else who no habla español or no hablan inglés? It's utterly mind-boggling to me that we can be so ahistorical and just wrong about basic facts in ways that will make us think that we can be celebrating oppression that this country is intending for other people, as if it's not going to snatch your black ass up too. It is amazing to me. It is absolutely amazing to me. But this man spent weeks incarcerated, and all they had to do was listen. You know, all they had to do was, according to the complaint, he was kept in jail, away from his family, his friends, and work, which means you're losing jobs.
That's
right?
that's what happens when you're in jail. Oh my God.
You're losing paychecks, you're losing house, you're losing rent money, you're losing mortgage money.
What do you think they do when you
you're
put you in
losing all
jail?
that shit
Oh my
while you were
God.
being held. He was kept in jail, away from family, friends, and work, solely to facilitate his illegal deportation from the United States. Yes, it was illegal. Of course it was illegal. And who gonna check them, boo? According to the complaint, the sheriff's office ignored his pleas for weeks, mocked him, and led him to believe that he would soon
Then
find
he
himself
needs
in a
to
Jamaican
go
prison. He suffered
after
from
them
severe anxiety,
cops.
fear, and trauma in the process. Now, this is a lawsuit that was filed by the ACLU.
There you go.
And they filed it because essentially they recognize that this is going to have broad implications. If Donald Trump and the Republicans win,
Oh my
and
God.
they pursue this effort of
Lady,
mass roundup and
lady,
deportation,
they had the majority. Lady, he had the power in 2016 through 2018 to do this, and he didn't do it. He's gonna do it now, even though he ran on the platform of getting everybody out that was illegal. How are they gonna make it up?
Stop. I'm not even paying attention. Like, I literally would not even.
Because you were getting cooked.
Early this morning, I needed to look up some things. I wanted to talk about this topic with y'all, and I went back to the tweet. And I was like, my God, it's like 700 comments in here. What are they talking about? But that's
Oh my God, no.
Beloveds, let us mute them all.
Beloveds.
Let us block them all together.
Ma'am, you were getting cooked.
University in 2013. ICE records determined that they had placed over almost 1,000 U.S. citizens on deportation detainers in just a 4-year period.
Oh my God.
Where are those people now? What lawsuits were
Look at this one. All right, I think we heard enough. Family, look at this comment. What? Sir, how? Oh my God. And these people are going to go in the booth with us in 5 weeks. Okay, guess what? My lineage is in Jamaica too, ma'am. You think I'm worried? I'm not worried. They can do what they do. I've adjusted. My wife will be good. Okay, fine. They'll send me to a country I've never lived in. That's fine. I'll be down there with my family. I'll be down there in 90-degree weather, hoping the earthquake don't hit me until I can figure a way to start traveling again. So I could go see my kid. I'll be okay. I'll have my computer, my USB splitter, my hard drives, the camera. I'll be okay. I'll still get my message out. It's about y'all be listening to me, and all you be hearing is the wind blowing with the palm trees and me sipping on coconut water. Maybe it'll help me get a hairline back. I don't know. The fuck? No, Miss D, according to her, I'm an anchor baby, so they might. Oh my God. Like, she doesn't understand. He had the opportunity in 2016. He had the most momentum to do what he wanted to do, and he barely did it. His 2 greatest things, well, 3, was Clover Hill Bakery. It was Coach Foods in Mississippi. And when he made that speech in 2018, he said, if we catch you and you have no papers, we're gonna deport you and you're never coming back. And I told y'all that story a few times where some of the people that in the restaurant I was working at, they left. And then we found out all over the city, a whole bunch of Spanish workers were gone. Like, what the hell? Like, come on, lady. Like you're a lawyer. You're a racial justice lawyer. You really think you'll let that happen? ACLU over there, they sue anybody. Immigration law is probably one of the most profitable sectors of law right now. You think they're going to allow that? Even off top, even if they lose, that person stays in the country until they deport him. And that takes years. She over here fear-mongering. What is this? Come on, black people. This is exactly what we're talking about.
Government. The government, it's the government, it's the government, the government, it's the government, it's the government, it's the government, the government, the government, it's
look at
the
our cousins. Get after
it's the government, the government, it's the government, it's the government, it's the government, the government, the government. The government, it's the government, it's the government, the government, it's the government, it's the government, it's the government, the government, the government.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Let's play that game. By your logic, that means they're gonna deport your mama. She only been a citizen for about 3 years. She gone. That's less than a college term. She gone. So she did all that work, all them classes, all that learning about the U.S. to pass the citizenship test, get the nice dress to go to the ceremony, wait in line, and get all the pictures, and then y'all probably went out to dinner. All that gets thrown down the drain because she's gonna have to go back a yard. So she's gonna have a piece of paper that she can't even use. Oh God. Exactly. You seem new, but welcome. A man like me. Who's been the most vehement against y'all bringing in illegals? It ain't been them white folk, because them white folk out there, they half stepping. They take the undesirable ones, but then keep the female ones so the husband got something to. But if they do keep the undesirable ones, they be like this here. Get to work. But you know, let them tell it. You have a what is a racial justice lawyer? What is that? I've never heard of that. Is that like the new? Maybe that's the black version of a civil rights attorney. I don't even know what that is. Oh Jesus! I just typed this in and look at the first person that comes up. Oh good God! Oh no! Oh no! Racial justice program? What are we doing? So maybe that. Never mind. So that's just a remix version of a civil rights attorney, because I guess that's too tied up to the past. Okay. Oh, I see. I'm gonna get to it. Unbelievable. All right, before I open up the StreamYard link, John Gilroy, thank you for being a member for 60 months. Remember, it's only 99 cents. Helps me reinvest back in the platform, buy toys and clothes for the baby. Once you let us know how long you've been a member, or you do become a member, or you give us a super chat or a super sticker, we tell you how much of a blessing that is. Hey, you get this here. I had to represent for Yad. Stay positive. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. That's a blessing. And you're gonna get this here. All right. We are dropping the link right now. Hey, John Gilroy, thank you for 5 memberships. That's a blessing. And you're going to get this here. Brooklyn Queen 125. Thank you for being a member for a year now. That is a blessing. Longevity is appreciated. And you're going to get this here.
Again!
All right. Max 347. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. That's a blessing. Welcome to Members Only Gang. And you get this here. All right. We have dropped the StreamYard link. And I'm going to go to my video. Damn, I just dropped the motherfucker. Y'all niggas. Hang on. Let me just pin it real fast. Because I don't want nobody to get mad. Oh, over 100 people in the room. Hit the like. Well, it was 100. Now it's 98, but whatever. Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir? I think I'm scared now. I'm scared.
I'll wave to you at the airport.
I'm in the store. I'm at work, sir.
But you say you're scared.
I know I'm scared though. Yeah, I'm at work. I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
Because I might get deported.
I told you I'll wave to you at the airport.
I am not about to get deported over nothing. She just wants us to get riled up. So her mama
you'll get to be because according to her, since you're gonna get deported, you gotta go back to Africa, right? So you'll get to go walk on the runway and then go up them stairs onto the plane.
Fancy.
I know. As long as you don't trip up like Joe Biden, you'll be all right.
Oh, I won't trip up like him.
I'm just saying that'd be a shitty way to spend your last day in America.
It'd be sad. But no, she's just trying to rile people up so we can
wonder if she
defend
took
her
calls.
mama.
So here's this Jamaican phrase: "You dig a hole for me, dig two." Because so it's
Oh my God. No, she didn't.
But the idea behind that phrase.
How did I walk in and she started talking about Jamaican phrases? Here we go. Oh man. Can you smoke at the airport? No. Outside.
I'm about to say outside. You can't fucking over
outside. This is great. 5 weeks before election. Now we talk about deport Black Americans. Okay. So, okay, let's just say we do that. We do. I don't know who the hell's talking. She's talking to Camilla Moore.
Essentially, the discrimination against African Americans in the state of California. And our final work product, so to speak, was a final report, which was 1,100 pages, which reproduced the first 500 pages of a chart.
All right, whatever. I looked at her YouTube, by the way. Apparently, she shot down somebody. I don't know. It said something about her talking about reparations. I'm kind of intrigued. Let me see if I could get it again.
She don't qualify.
No, I know she doesn't qualify, but I don't know. They were saying that she checked some troll. So I'm trying to find it. Let me see. Yeah, here you go.
Let's get another one of your voices on the line. Chris in New Jersey. Chris, thank you so much for calling. What would you like to say?
Good morning. Good morning. I had a question on reparations. Before I get to that, I was trying to call in, and it seemed that I couldn't get through because it says the number's not in service. A coworker handed me her phone, and I dialed the same exact number, and it went through. And I thought that was kind of amazing because I guess there's a block on Urban View. But in regards to reparations, is it possible that I can hold a Japanese girl responsible for what happened, at Pearl Harbor, as you find it, you can hold people responsible for reparations in the same manner? I was just wondering about that.
Chris, wow, what an interestingly phrased question. Don't know if there's a block on urban view. Thank you for that heads up. We'll definitely get to sniffing around about that. Well, and here's the thing.
Okay.
Holding a Japanese person responsible for Pearl Harbor. Well, are there continuing harms from Pearl Harbor that persist to this day because Pearl Harbor triggered a system that was able to perpetuate itself ad nauseum in a way that was going to distribute persistent harms to you or people like you? Don't know. Don't think so. In fact, I do know. No, that's not the truth. And the reason why I think we need to have a conversation about reparations is because of people like yourself who raise these questions seemingly devoid and divorced from the reality in which we currently live. The reality is, Chris, I presume that you are a person of non-global majority ancestry. Or let me know, are you a person who is a member of the global majority? Oh, did we lose Chris?
I'm married into it.
Oh, you're married into it. All right, welcome, because you are now extended family. So here's how this goes. There's this thing called enslavement and colonization that took place, 400, 500 years ago. And that's when it began, really. And this was a different type of enslavement and colonization than the world had ever known before. It was called chattel slavery. This was the type of slavery that said basically whomever is enslaved has no rights, has no privileges, has no power, has no humanity. And when white people created this system, because it was a creation of whiteness, when white people created this...
Actually, brother, good morning. He signed it. Bush 1 gave out the checks. We just got to make sure we have that accurate. Reagan signed it. Bush gave out the checks.
Okay, I didn't know that.
System. They also created a system called race.
For 4 years, from 1990 to 94 was the last check given out.
Carl Linnaeus is one of the white scientists who contributed to this ideology. And this was a system that ranked and evaluated people on a hierarchy. And when it ranked and evaluated people on that hierarchy, it attributed different values to them. And where it esteemed white people and said that they had the highest value, it desteemed or lowered the value of Black and non-white people. The darker you are, the less value you had. These two systems were born together. This is literally Africana Studies 101. These two systems were born together. Why? Well, because if you're going to look out at a human being that you know is a human being and then tell yourself it is okay to rape them, to rob them, to kidnap them from their families, to completely destabilize their communities, and to funnel all of the resources, benefits, and privilege that they had for themselves in their own continent to yourself, and then transfer and traffic them literally by the millions from one continent to another to force them to engage in slave labor, the likes of which the world had never known. And then you're going to take the beliefs that you had created about those people, i.e. that value of hierarchy, that racist hierarchy that your ancestors created, and then you create a system of laws to enshrine and codify those beliefs that you and your ancestors created on their own. Nobody told your ancestors to do this. This is what they decided to do. Because why? They were lazy, greedy, and selfish, and lived by a value that said we should take, and know damn what happens to the people as a result of it. But moving on, Chris, what ends up happening is they end up taking the beliefs and the lies that they told themselves about why racism should exist and that why white people had greater value, and then they put them into law. They codified them, and they made themselves feel good about it by saying Black and non-white people were not actually human. And then do you know what happened, Chris? They taught this in their schools. They created science that supported it, and it was called niggerology, Chris, and I hate that word, but I'm going to use it today just to educate yo behind about how we came to be in the place that we are. They created a science that created mental illness like drapetomania that said any Black person who wanted to run away from enslavement, because Black people, according to white people, who needed to create this system so they could sleep well at night, they said Black people who ran away from slavery were literally mentally insane. So your ancestors, Chris, they created a system whereby they lied to themselves about where their position in this world was. They lied to themselves about the fact that they had better value than other people, and as a result, they were superior. And they lied to themselves, and they said that because of our superiority, we should get the right to dominate and rule over all non-white people. And they put those beliefs and those lies into law, much the same way you see people today lying about American history and then creating laws around it, lying about who won an election and then creating laws around it. This is a history that your ancestors have really well perfected, Chris. And so then once these lies were a part of the legal system and they became a part of the general American ethos, there were systems that were created around them. So people like yourself who might have a racist inclination or two, I don't know, you said you married into the global majority, but guess what? Thomas Jefferson had a whole lot of Black kids that he kept enslaved. So you being physically proximate to Black people and perhaps even engaging in sexual intercourse with Black people, whatever type, in no way, shape, or form alleviates you of the potential of being in yourself holding racist sentiments. Anyway, so they created this system, they produce these policies, and they take their individual beliefs about Black people and then they make decisions about them. They take their individual beliefs about Black people and then they decide how they're going to distribute resources and political power based on those beliefs. And then they call it a meritorious system. There's a lot of pathological lying in your ancestry, Chris. I suggest that you and yours who decide that you want to be a part of the global majority, or who decide that you want to be an ally, and I'm giving you an olive branch there because we know that's not what you're trying to do. But there's something that y'all got to heal from, because internalized white supremacy is a sickness. Your people are sick, and I need you to love your people as much as I love mine, because I'm trying to get us to heal from our internalized white supremacy. I wish there were more people on your side who were doing that as well. So when we come to the question of reparations, Chris, here's what you got to know. That system never ended, because what happened after slavery? Yeah, you went to a civil war and we fought. And yes, that civil war was about states' rights, but states' rights to do what? Own black people. So after the Civil War, your ancestors were not satisfied with realizing that they had lost and that black people actually were humans. That the big lie that they've been telling themselves since 1619, well, in this country anyway, since 1503, if you were in Latin America or you were a Spanish or Portuguese white person, but the British white folks who were in this country since 1619, they had to convince themselves that, damn, I now have this system where I have built my entire economy based on a racial distribution of power and political resources. And now what the hell am I going to do? Farm my own land? Ha! I don't do that. I'm white, and I am a white supremacist in the post-slavery era. So what are we going to do? We're going to take the same rules and social hierarchical norms that we created during slavery, called the slave codes, and we're going to turn them into the black codes. These are going to be laws that only black people can violate. And once a black person has violated the laws and they are in prison, guess what happens? We're going to invoke that loophole in the 13th Amendment, which we also put, because we knew that we were going to do this. We put a loophole in the 13th Amendment that says once a black person has been convicted of a crime, then yes, they can in fact be enslaved. So what your ancestors then did, y'all got some issues, Chris. What your ancestors then did is they went and they passed these black codes into law, and they created a 2.0 system of slavery. And then you know what happened? The birth of the prison industrial complex, which guess what, Chris, we're still dealing with today. And then after that, it wasn't enough, because we still rose to the top. Why? Because no matter how much you try to bury us, y'all just don't know that we seeds and we grow like weeds, which are some of the most powerful plants on the planet. So we were able to overcome all that, Chris. We created towns, we created our own hospitals, we created our own schools, we created our own housing mechanisms, we created our own transportation systems. And you know what your ancestors did, Chris? They bombed them from the sky. Why? Because y'all don't handle competition very well, because you spent the past 500 years rigging a system that you know you couldn't win at if you competed effectively. And so this is where we are. That's why we need reparations, Chris, because your ancestors have passed on to you a system whereby you would think it is appropriate to call up to a show where we are dealing with some real stuff, where we are really trying to navigate some real things and really trying to create a better world, a world, frankly, that it requires us to clean up the mess that you and your ancestors are contributing to, and frankly, that you are still benefiting from today. That is why we need reparations, Chris. And that's why, no, my dear, you would not be able to make a claim against someone of Japanese descent for Pearl Harbor. Why? Because there is no system of racial distribution of privilege, power, and resources that stemmed from the bombing of Pearl Harbor. And frankly, you knew that when you called. So we are going to go into commercial break because we have an...
She said this 2 years ago. So we know things can change. She didn't tell no lies, but we have seen people switch up within a week.
All she did was talk. When the last part, yeah, but most of the time she was just babbling. Started babbling too damn much. I zoned out. I said, the hell with that bitch.
Yeah. I mean, if you could, and Mr. White Man, if you could find out which one of them kamikazes dropped on one of your ancestors, I mean, by all means, go get that money.
Mm-hmm.
By all means.
But yeah, I saw that thread last night because I saw Mike Briggs said something about it too.
Mm-hmm. It was a wild thread. Now she taking shots at Tariq. Tariq didn't even say nothing to you.
I don't even think he said nothing to her at all.
He probably not. I'm sure people tagged him, but I'm sure he didn't say nothing yet.
Yeah, he tagged him.
You want him to say something to you.
Yeah, because you want that attention.
Ooh, get some. Each one of these Iron Dome missiles cost the United States $150,000. Okay, I mean, it's coming. If you like Trump and it's coming to a city near you.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga Wobble J is dancing to Maxi Priest.
I'm in the grocery store. Leave me alone.
I mean, I understand that, but that had nothing to do with what I just said.
Trust me, I hate this type of music. God, I hear it every day when I come.
Is that why your phone went out?
Yes.
I know you did a spin. It's okay. He did it again.
It gets annoying. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. What am I about to say? Oh yeah, you see that video that went viral?
You say, and do what you want me to do.
Hush. You see that video that went viral with that black girl that was at that
There's plenty of videos of black girls. Huh?
The video with it's two of them. One with the divester. I know Tariq said something about it with the black girl talking about something where she's a reformed divester.
Was that the one running? Was that the one wearing gray?
No, she was a therapist or something like that.
No, then I didn't see it.
Cause Tariq reposted it on his Twitter, X, whatever.
I don't follow him no more, so I didn't see it. I just didn't want to hear it. I just didn't want to hear any more of the lecture shit from him.
You follow RZA?
Yeah, but they for some reason they don't show me RZA's posts. The last one I saw was when he got married, but that was like a month.
Yeah, Tariq was there. Yeah, I saw that post.
I saw that picture. I saw that.
I was like, damn, I followed him.
I was like, and I saw Dwambi. Shout out to them.
He was there? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was there.
I think he was. Yeah, I think it was Dwambi. Whatever, doesn't matter. But that British chick. Oh yeah, the one who said the one that said they were dating white men and because the black boys didn't find them attractive.
No, not that one.
Oh, not that one. Oh, okay.
It's the one where the girl was like, well, she was it was a TikTok video that's now online. She was basically saying that if you think white men are going to treat you better than black men, you heavily mistaken because it's a you problem.
They do that like every 6 months. I don't pay attention to them.
I would say go to the Tariq page. You will
look
find
at
it.
this, boy. If you don't be quiet. Biden almost got you killed. I would be quiet, sir.
Now, did you see the one with the black girl was at the Mexican car show and they were throwing water at her?
No, we played that the other night.
Okay.
What was gonna happen?
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot. I don't think I forgot, but I ain't. Yeah. Everybody was roasting her ass, her dumb ass. Wow. These folks, they don't think. When they do stuff, they just don't. Like Ms. Niecy say, common sense ain't common.
This was so, bro. But yeah, y'all got some. They go to deport y'all. Which one of y'all want to give me your house?
You get shit from me.
I'm gonna.
Fear mongering is about to ramp up. Oh, I know you heard about Kamala giving a lot of that money that she raised back to white firms instead of the black ones. I know you heard about that.
Yeah, we made fun of that.
That was Phil Scott had him.
Here's the thing. We told them this was gonna happen 2 years ago.
Yeah, they said Biden.
Y'all did not help them get back the house. Y'all did not let them keep the house. They were pissed off at you. You shills did not do your job.
Now they're not getting paid.
I bet y'all didn't see this though. Who saw CNN get a dark-skinned version of Van Jones with hair? Oh, go look that up on X.
What happened?
They have a brother on there now who is he looks like Van Jones, but he's darker, doesn't wear glasses, and he has hair.
Well, he must be another Van Jones or he's somebody else.
Oh, he was sounding like Van Jones.
They about to get rid of Van Jones.
He's just being a little sassy.
Van Jones, TikTok.
Mm-hmm. They started a replacement.
Because they still need that black support, regardless of what they think. Because they gonna find out. Shoot. And then I also saw that poll that Professor Black Truth put out saying that black women don't really rob her like that. And I said, we already told y'all that.
But they think we divided. We not. Y'all letting social media and these chicks who are single hype y'all up. We're not divided.
No, you think we are? I told people get off social media.
Mm-hmm. I just found out the other day. My old lady told me that she actually voted for Trump in 2020. I was like, I thought you was voting for Biden. She was like, nah, last minute I changed it to Trump. I was like, all right, do your thing.
Do what you got to do.
I was like, no wonder you calm this whole election. Until I tell her about some Ukraine shit. And no, that's not an endorsement of Trump, you dumbasses.
I remember when I went on Facebook, I said, damn, a lot of my damn folks I used to know, they ain't fucking command me. I said, sheesh.
Because she's not black. They over there now. They talking about that photo she got with that black woman. That might have been somebody from the plantation.
They trying. They hard for that.
Bruh, who saw? Oh, I know y'all didn't see this. Remember that same picture? Y'all know what I'm talking about. When they said that black woman was a grandmother, even though I don't know how she was a grandmother at 39, but whatever. Now they're saying that they changed her obituary. Now it says they don't know when she died. Motherfucker.
How do you change? You change somebody's obituary.
That's why I put up the tweet I put up this morning. I said, isn't it? Wait, let me write it. So this is what I wrote. Maybe it'll catch fire later. I don't know. I wrote, isn't it funny that two Indian descendants, Vivek Ramaswamy and Kamala Harris, trying to be president, both paid people or had folks change parts of their history to seem more appealing to a broader audience?
I'm glad we don't hear from him like that.
Oh no, I still got to do that town hall. I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Oh, what he done said now?
Oh, he went to Springfield to talk about that migrant crisis, and apparently he got into it with some black man. So we gonna go look at that.
Ooh, yeah. Was he on code?
Kind of was. We'll find out.
Like, oh, you didn't look at it. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, KG. Good morning, Wallow.
Good morning, Mason.
Both of y'all need to go check out Black Alpha's last night, his stream. They broke down that picture, Kamami with the black woman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just skip to the last hour and a half of the live stream to that part. I mean, he broke it down.
I still think that's Photoshop.
Oh, it was. It was.
With a brown.
And then
it was Photoshop. It's all a lie.
I figured when I first looked at it, I was like, how is that woman? How is her side of the picture darker than Kamami's?
Mm-hmm.
But I let him run with it because can't tell black folk nothing.
Nah.
Well, I got eyes. I can see. I always knew. I said that bitch ain't us.
Oh yeah, I did wish watch the rest of the stream from last night, kid. This Nisa.
Say that again.
As I did rewatch the rest of the stream after I got off. That's a nasty bastard. Whoever did that mess that came up there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The guy I want to hear because I would have blocked.
Well, I'm glad that you are your normal self, KG, because I knew last night I've never seen you like that.
Oh, I can hear it in his voice. He was hot.
Oh yeah, you saw it. You clearly saw it.
Yeah, I was hot last night, and
understandably, that's what I came up last night to calm you down, boo boo.
Yeah, my old lady had to tell me about myself when I got off the stream. She's like, she's like, too many F words.
Well,
but I told her why. She was like, they really killed him. I was like, yeah. And then she just threw down her bag and walked away. I was like, now you see why I was pissed off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that damn Trusty dude need to change his name from Trusty to Krusty.
Yeah, fuck him. Hey,
all right. Well, listen, I'm gonna drop.
Y'all want to laugh real fast before we leave?
Go ahead.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You got my location? Let me hang up so I can change my location. Hold on. That's my ex. My ex got my location. And he turned it off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my God. He's calling back.
Excuse me?
Hello? Bro,
did he say he?
Yeah.
He said he.
He said he.
Dang.
Relationship anymore. This is over with. I'm on a date with a girl now. I don't date guys no more. I'm a date her. Hold on. Let me explain. Hold on. Let me explain.
Why is he still sitting there?
I used to date guys.
Still sitting there.
But I stopped dating guys about a week ago.
You loud. Like, you really loud. I'm gonna need you to like.
You know what I'm saying? I want to start dating girls now. I'm the pitcher. I used to pitch. You get what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter which.
Why is he still sitting there?
I give it. Hey, bro, I'm on a date with this girl. I do not like men anymore. We've been broke up for a week. Listen, hold on. What are you doing? I'm not acting out. I went to church and got saved. I'm good.
Oh,
I got
good God,
baptized last
good
week.
God, good
And
God.
God convicted
You
me.
said you was gonna
God
make us
convicted me.
laugh, KG.
I'm
This
cool.
shit ain't funny.
This is a joke.
This is a joke.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing funny about that
look.
bullshit.
You see what they say on the bottom there? He said the day was so bad he told his man to call him and act like they gay so she'd leave.
And this was a joke.
This was a joke.
He lucky that she wasn't packing.
Fact. Now that would have been funny.
I don't know why. What's the point of joking like that?
No, you don't joke out no bullshit like that.
I know.
You ready to catch a real hot one?
This is conservatives. This is what I'm talking about.
What's that?
This one. So you remember how back in the day, Coca-Cola had that campaign where you can name your own can?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so they say you can put Harris Walls on it, but you can't put Trump 2024. Hey, y'all are complaining about that.
Y'all drink Coke?
Why y'all complaining?
Who cares? Go make your own brand of soda.
Okay, and they said time to Bud Light them. Okay, you really go Bud Light Coca-Cola? Boy, I guess I got to do another stream and show y'all what Coca-Cola owns. Okay, we'll do that. We're gonna do that. We'll do that.
They own a lot, just like on what's the other soda company?
We might do that Friday. I'm gonna bookmark this tweet. Conservatives are nothing but bitches.
Yeah, but they own a lot too, just like on Pepsi does. I think I'm not.
If the Democrats couldn't get rid of them and make them leave, you think y'all are gonna do it? Okay, dude. I don't even know if I have anything funny. But anyway, Miss Niecy left. Oh no, she's still there.
No, I'm still here.
Oh Lord, she's yelling.
I'm not yelling, boo-boo.
I know. Now, will you yell when Caitlin Clark loses tonight?
Do I give a fuck? No, I don't.
I know you saw that dumbass question that interview asked her, that one of them girls.
Yeah, I saw Caitlin Clark. They asked her about that hit, and she's like, "Look at the play."
It was just a normal play.
Yeah, it was a normal play, which we told them that.
Like, why y'all trying to make something out of nothing? It makes no sense.
Oh, that's tropical battery diversifies with Tesla. Who cares? Yeah, and another thing with that lawyer, she was running around talking about African diaspora and all this. That's what it gave me like the thing. It was like, oh, she not Black American. Gloria Allred announces lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. Of course. Okay.
They're gonna do him like Harvey Weinstein, allegedly.
Park Hill like this to me, man. You come out on the block, you never know what the fuck's gonna happen. Anything can happen. Like you could play.
Whoa, look at that man.
Get sweaty.
Calm down, Miss Niecy.
Then later on
that night.
That shit, man.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Say that nobody want to hear that shit.
Y'all niggas is still worders, boy. Y'all been fucking playing me for this whole fucking shit just cause the fucking camera's on. Y'all cut that shit out, man.
My mom sending me to school. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't really get fresh and shit. Everybody get fresh. The Easter and all that shit. Nigga had like 2 pair of pants and shit. I gotta wear 1 pair like 2 or 3 times straight or whatever and change to the next one or whatever and shit.
You know, I'ma say that shit.
I don't give a fuck. I be do that shit any other motherfucking time.
I'm saying like this, y'all brothers.
I don't give a fuck who's around.
Check this out. Whenever it come down this camera shit, y'all niggas get on some bullshit.
No,
I'ma take
like
it.
this.
Now I'm taking it back to Arsenio.
God,
Where's that art? No, fuck that. No.
You know what's funny? Shout out to the Wu-Tang. They ain't getting no fly tour bus. Them motherfuckers is on Amtrak going to the next show. Shout out to them for that.
No.
What?
No.
What?
My name was on the paper to say the rhyme or whatever, right? Right?
So
was it or was it not? Niggas hurt my feelings on some. That nigga, fuck that. How come he always got to do blasey blah and this and that? But listen, we was in London. My name was on the paper on some Method Man and 3 other band members do the interview. Yeah. I ain't hear nobody. Why that nigga got to do all that? No, Niggas stayed in their bags, slept while I went to radio station by my fucking self. I went up to RCA to Germany by myself.
Fucking right. You went there 3 times.
You don't know what you talking about.
Look at
You
Red.
don't know what you talking about. Your ass sat in the fucking radio station in the other side on the fucking phone talking to some hoe while we in there doing some fucking shit.
I'm trying to get my shit, nigga.
What shit? While we in there doing some fucking
I'm
shit.
trying to get my shit, nigga.
What
Fuck
shit?
you talking about? My motherfucking church, nigga. Stop fucking London. Bitch ass motherfucker.
You trying to get your shit.
That's right.
While we was in there busting our ass, and you got paid on the phone.
So what?
trying
I
to
did
get
my
your fucking
interviews,
shit.
nigga. When I was doing the interviews, who was doing all the fucking talking? You was, as usual. You fucking sit up there and talk.
Because look at the answers you give.
Talk.
Look at the answers you give.
Look at the answers you give. And then the niggas went on stage and killed the show. Fun times.
It was something else I was gonna ask you and I forgot. I swear. Damn.
Well, listen, I'm getting ready to drop off. Gentlemen, have a blessed day. Stay safe. Carry your power tools at all times. Love you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Anyway, y'all. You figured out what you was gonna ask me?
No, I'll probably whenever you do your next stream, I'll come up and ask because I don't forget.
All right. Make sure them cans are all facing forward.
I don't do that type of work in the grocery store, so I do something else. I told you what I did. Pause.
All right, go slice that deli meat for me.
Ain't no
nigga.
Pause. You said deli meat. No, pause.
I said
I don't
slice
do
the
that
deli
neither.
meat.
I told you what I already do. It ain't that, sir.
You're a purchaser.
I ain't no purchaser. What the hell is a purchaser?
Damn, that rain came fast. Jesus Christ. I guess a hurricane is on its way. All right.
Call me a purchaser. I said I'm a merchandise. You call me a purchaser. Here's a purchaser.
Well, according to that chick, they gonna purchase you niggas again. That's why she talking.
She ain't talking about shit.
I know she wasn't talking about shit.
Where's the Gatorade?
Out too.
Out to
Shut up.
my man. All right,
man. I'm out.
Yeah. Fuck the Panthers. Watch you finna come back up here. I'm gone. So hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. If not, I try to be better next time. I guess I will see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna look at that Vivek Ramaswamy piece. All right, y'all. Take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the ages of chaos come to mess up your existence.
Wait around. Yep. Smart. Yeet and get out.
Time's up. But did we have a good time here? Hello?
At the end of the day gotta end.
Get your money up, not your funny up. Big fucking move.
That's it.